Hi everyone, this is CNA Gupta. I welcome you all on this channel. So if you are deducting TDS and you have a TAN number, so this video is for you. Kindly watch it till the end. Obviously you'll get some good knowledge and also some practicality that what you have to do in your work. That will also help you. So now let's start this video. So first of all, if you're new to my channel, kindly subscribe it and press the bell notification so that you'll get all the notifications for all the new videos. Now let's start. So in the Finance Act 2021, two sections were introduced. First, Section 206AB, second, Section 206 CCA. We already discussed much about these sections, and in the nutshell, these sections are all about if you are deducting any TDS or TCS for someone who is not filing his previous 2 years ITRs. In that case, you have to deduct TDS or TCS either at a double rate or 5%, whichever is higher. But yes, one condition is there. You have to check that in the previous 2 years they are not having the TDS or TCS deduction that is of less than 50,000 rupees. If it's more than 50,000 rupees, then only the sections will become applicable. When this section came, there was a complication that was actually became so difficult to handle, that how we can check that the other person is filing his or her ITRs in the previous 2 years. That obviously very difficult. So what I'm suggesting you a way is, you can take a declaration from that person on which you are either deducting TDS or TCS. So I'm sharing the format of the declaration in the description box. Also I'm reading for you that what exactly content should be there. That will actually make your job easy. So first of all, name of the entity. Second is the PAN of the entity, obviously name on which you are deducting TDS or TCS. Then the ITS filed by that person in the previous financial years, yes or no. And also they have to mention the ITR acknowledgement number. That is required. Fourth thing is whether total TDS or TCS for the financial 19-20 was rupees 50,000 more. Actually it should be there. If it's more than 50,000 rupees, then only this TDS or TCS, this section will become applicable. And also this line, I hereby declare that I am duly authorized to give this declaration and the information stated above is true to the best of my knowledge and belief. If there is any declaration, I undertake to indemnify that company, India, for any interest or any penal consequences. So this will actually make your job easy. You don't have to figure it out that if someone is filing his or her ITR or not, and if TDS or TCS was more than 50,000 rupees in the previous years. So you just have to take this declaration, and I hope it will help you. It will help you in the future consequences, in the future work of the TDS or TCS. And if you like this video, please hit the subscribe button and the like button, and also share with everyone on which this TDS or TCS liability is there. And if you have any topic on which you want me to make a video, kindly suggest it. And also if you have any query, you can ask me in the comment box. Till then, thank you. Bye.